Hi, good afternoon. This is another episode of Getting to the Heart of the Matter, but today I'm in my office because I'm taking a break from Galaxy Universal Network because I think that things have to be done properly towards women. We talk about gender based violence and we talk about violence against women, we talk about mistreatment of women. And so something has happened there that I don't like about women. And so I could not, in all honesty and all truth, continue to engage with men who think that they can bully women. And so I just want to say to you that gender based violence is bigger than rape, which is important and critical, beating up, which of course is unacceptable, but it also is mental. It's also how we treat women in the workplace, how we close the glass ceiling, how we talk about women as silly or we dismiss women. This is what men do, and you need to stop. Men need to stop, and women need to stop accepting that. And women who are around those kind of behaviors need to stop accepting that. So I realize I have a following, which I'm so excited about. I think when I started my YouTube channel, I said I want a million followers. Well, I got close to half of that on Galaxy, which is certainly not something to push about. But what are things if we're not good to each other? And what is fame if that fame does not allow us to use those platforms to say completely what we are for rather than being against? So while I don't like the gender based violence, I am for freedom of women. I'm for safety and security. I'm for respect of women. And so it didn't seem like that kind of conversation was happening with the powers that be, the male powers that be at the network. So for a while, I'll be coming to you live on Facebook and live on my YouTube channel. And when such time opens that door for me to be back on Galaxy, I will. If not, another network will open up, something else will open up. But I am not going to teach or feel or share what I don't live with, and so what I don't live by. So I have to live by the integrity that when I see that the corporate world is mean, and that's a good word. I know we don't like those words mean, and we have all kind of fancy words. But when the corporate world of men are mean to women who are visionaries and trying hard, especially young women, then we older women and anybody, men too, need to take a stand. You guys who have golf buddies and you know they're beating up their wives, really? You men in corporate world, you know that there's a smart woman who has really pushed the team, but men take the credit. You guys who are doctors and you know that there are women doctors who are being mistreated in the hospitals, you have to take a stand now. We've come through a very dangerous time. We're still in it around the world. We've been blessed in Africa not to be so well, definitely we've been traumatized, but we thank God that with 1.3 billion people in Africa, we've had less than 40,000 deaths. And we know that many of those deaths were from other mitigating circumstances. We've called it COVID, which is the damnedest thing I've ever heard. Even the other day, I was listening to CNN, and one of the doctors say if you have diabetes and you die from it, it's going to be listed as COVID. So the powers that are pushing this agenda are certainly telling us what they're doing. We just have to wake up. But when it comes to how we treat women, I want to remind men, especially, these are your mothers, your sisters, your daughters. These are women who have given you birth, who have let you suck at their breast to get nourishment, who care about you, who make you lunch, who get up when you're sick. And we can abuse them. And as I said, abuse goes beyond just the physical, which is unacceptable, of course, but it's mental and it's emotional and it's corporate. And so I'll be coming to you for a while from my office when it's time, because we have to let those men who are unfair and unkind and mean and fearful of smart women, that we will not allow that. We can't allow that. So is my last week's show was about being for something. So I'm for righteousness and I'm for integrity and I'm for honesty and I'm for the reality that men and women were created to have equality, to have fairness, to have justice. And so when we don't see that, we have to take a stand, because if you don't stand up for something, you're going to forfeit anything. So we have to stop. So thank you so much for joining me on my first two shows. It was amazing. The comments, the calls, the Facebook responses. I'm just so humbled that I have something to say that would be useful for you. And I hope that as we come, I'm not sure I'll be every week, but when I do come, I hope that you will be able to join me. We'll certainly give you time to know when I'm going to be saying something of value. But again, please, if you're involved with any social interaction, and you find that women are being mistreated and women are being undervalued or children are being mistreated, including our boys, you must take a stand. You must stand up for what's right. You must stand up for righteousness. And this is a time, and certainly God has shown us who's God. He could take a tiny little virus and shut down the world. So I think this is a wake up call for us to learn how to be kinder and gentler and nicer. So again, this is Mama T getting to the heart of the matter. I wish you a wonderful rest of today, and you have a good weekend and have joy and gladness. And wherever you are, give yourself a hug. Love you.